Hello, my sweet and precious students. Algebra pre-algebra, Algebra 1/2, 3rd edition, Saxon book. We're talking today about lesson 68, which is on page, I should have been prepared on this, wrong page, 214. So we're gonna jump right into it. Percent word problems, visualizing percents less than 100. A lot of these problems say, draw this out as a diagram. If that works for you, absolutely fine. If it does not, that is fine as well. What I do wanna note is that you will be using this part over whole equals percent over 100. You're gonna be using this a whole bunch. Sometimes this helps, is over of equals percent over 100. But for word problems, really you're gonna be using this a whole bunch. So let's take a peek at that. Let's do example number 1. You write that right here. Example number 1 says that sales tax is 5% in Maryland. Joey bought a pair of basketball shoes advertised for $62. How much sales tax did he pay? So we want to see how much Joey sales tax that he paid. We know that it's 5% and percent goes above 100, so 5%. We know that the cost of the shoes, the total cost was $62 before tax. That's the whole amount of the shoes. The part that we want to find is this, which is the tax. So we're going to throw an X in here. We're going to cross multiply this times this. Whoops, 100X equals this times this. Pardon my reach. Let me grab my calculator here. 62 times 5 gives me 310. 310. Divide this by 100, divide this by 100. That moves our decimal over 2 spots. So X equals $3.10. In sales tax. That's how much he paid in sales tax. So that's how we do these percent problems to start. All right, next one. Let me move that out of the way. All right, so the next guy that we have is example number 2. Example 2 says, the big baby weighed 15 pounds. Mama weighed him a week later and he weighed 18 pounds. Mama could not believe it. A 3-pound increase. Mama wondered, what percent increase is this? So taking a look at this, 100, the way that we do percent increase, so I did a setup, right, because that's going to be our percent. Actually, I won't put that in right, so close. Make sure to write this down, percent increase, decrease. This is the formula. You do change over original. So what's the change in the amounts over the original amount? So the change in the amount is 3 pounds over the original amount, which was 15 pounds. So we don't know what our percent is, so we're going to put an X here. We get 15X equals 300. Divide both sides by 15. And we end up with 20. Why did 15 goes into 30? Nah. Some days, I swear. That was a 20% increase. 20% increase that the baby weighs. All right, let's take a look at example number 3. This is part of the visualizing. It says, complete the percent diagram by finding A and B. So, example number 3, complete this percent diagram. We know that we've got 2 boxes here. This is 600 and this is 100%. Then we got this box over here. This is 180, and this is B, and this is A, and we know that this is 70%. Okay, guys, so we know that this is before, this is after. So we know that A, straight off the bat, is going to be 30%. 30%, because 30% plus 70% gives us that full 100%. And then we know 600 minus 180 is going to give us 420. So B is going to give us 420. So that's kind of a way to visualize that. I think they'll get a little bit easier as we, when we stop doing the visualizing. I think it's a little better. Ewan was for example number 4, Ewan was a smart shopper. He got a great kilt for $433.65. It was 30% off. What was the original price? What was the original price? Well, we know it's a percent problem, so we're going to do setup. Bam. All right, 30% off, right? This was off. Now, he did not take $433.65 off the price. That was what the price was. what with the discount. But since that was the 30% that he took off, this is the amount he paid. So this is actually a trick question, because what we want is 70%, because that is the amount he paid, because 70 and 30 will give us 100. So we want 70%, that's the amount he paid. If we put this amount, 433.65 up here, that's the amount he paid. And do you see, as we do this proportion, paid and paid are on the top. So we're gonna do X here, and now we just cross multiply. 70X equals 433, the times 100, move the decimal over, 65. Divide that by 70, divide that by 70. X equals $619.50. So the original price was $619.50. Let's take a look at the practice problems now. The practice problems are on page 217. There they are. If you want to pause it, go ahead and do the video, or pause the video, do the practice problems, come on back, make sure you know what you got. All right, so for practice, we have for A, it says, let's complete this guy. It says this is 100%. It says this is 700. It says this is 280, and this is B. This is 60%. This is A. So we know A is going to be 40%, and then 700 minus 280, it's going to be 420. So 420. All right, let's look at practice B. 40% of the Icons in Hanover attended the reunion. If 160 attended, how many Icons are there in Hanover? So 40% of the Icons, I hope I'm saying that right, attended. So this is attended, right? Part of our whole equals percent over 100. So 40% attended. If 160 attended, how many were in Hanover? That means that's going to go right up here, 160 attended, because that's where we're dealing with our attended. This is going to be the whole amount that are in Hanover. I'm going to lob some zeros off just to make life a little easier. So I get 4x equals, that's this times this, 1,600. Divide by 4, divide by 4. X equals 400 in Hanover. There are 400 Icons in Hanover. Let's look at C. I'll put C like right up here. Owen placed 700 ice cubes in his cooler. If 280 of the ice cubes melted, what percent did not melt? What percent? So we're going to be dealing with percent. So I'm going to put an X there because that's what we're looking for. Now, it says he placed 700 ice cubes in his cooler. That's the total number of ice cubes. If 780 of the ice cubes melted, what percent did not melt? Well, if, 280 melted, then the ones that did not melt are 700 minus 280 gives us 420 again. 420 did not melt. Did not melt. If I want this to be did not melt percentage, I have to use the did not melt number over here. So we're going to use 420. Lob some zeros off. I get 70x equals 4200. Divide this by 70. Divide this by 70, and I get x equals 60%. 60% did not melt. All right, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, that is it for this lesson, and we'll talk about the next one later. Thanks so much.